expert at overthinking things that I shouldn't. You come across as a cool guy, someone who's the opposite. And all my friends are leaving, but I wanna stay here. Can we just stay here?
Okay.
Maybe just one more drink. I can't help but think.
Any thoughts?
Engage the glutes.
Why are you in a mood then?
Because I like to have a plan, and if we go somewhere new, I like to think about where we're going, and then what we're doing, so I know what to wear, what to put in my bag, all this stuff. Whereas we didn't have a plan at all. We just knew that we were going to go for a nice long walk today. So this morning I changed outfits 3 times. We were driving around for ages because we didn't actually know where we were going. You could tell the dog was like, let me out, I need to do my business. And I kind of felt like that too. But it's quite nice to be able to not have a plan sometimes and be okay with it. I would like to be more like that. That's why I'm in a mood today.
All my life, lonely nights. You were always there at the same damn bar. I just never looked your way. And I've seen every ocean, but I've never seen a color blue. Look into your eyes.
So athletic. Do I look windswept?
You do. Are you cold?
This here is, because it's like,
Are you hood up?
we made it to the top! Now we've got to go down. Roko hates loud bangs, so obviously there's some shooting in this area, and now Marta is having to carry him.
When I'm nervous, I talk too much and overshare things.
What a dog. Oh my god. That's fine. Okay. There was a scooter in the middle of the road. It's not there now. So, after making it home from our wet walk that was not meant to be wet, so we had no waterproofs or anything, we came home because we wanted to go to the organic farm shop that was there. Unfortunately, it was shut on Sundays, along with a lot of other places that we drove past. So we just came home and had leftovers for lunch, which was actually quite tasty. Thank you, Marta. Now we are on our way to Sopley Farm Shop. This is our lives.
Yeah, this is the reality of life.
Yeah. And we kind of had to force ourselves to get up as well because I was getting very comfy on the sofa. But this is our only day off to go and do stuff, so I thought we'd make a little bit of effort to actually go back out again. Woohoo! And we're going to Sainsbury's afterwards, so what a day. Ominous cloud in the background.
I introduce you to the elephant in the room. What should we call it?
Scabbers.
Herbert the herpes.
Gosh. If I slow down, then you'll eat it.
That's true. What do we have here?
Coffee and walnut cake, because it was the only thing without sultanas in it.
And also we can
I've
see
got a
on
hair,
the
though.
spa, inside it, it's
A
not
little tiny one.
hair. You
Doesn't
can
help.
see right at the back there some vans.
Is my finger pointing at them?
Yeah, it is.
There.
Yeah. And what?
So, because when we buy our van and convert it into a house that we can live in 4 years' time, we need somewhere to live in it. And we can go and live with them. But not with them, because we don't want to live there anymore. I'm not sure going to if I whisper. But
Can I have some cake now?
no! I haven't finished
You
yet.
said you were going to leave it for later. You would eat it now so that you don't leave me any.
That's not true. It is a bit true.
Like you're eating it like there's no tomorrow.
It's really good. I don't like yours.
Have you even tried it properly? Finish it.
Is it in my mouth?
It's white chocolate. What's not there?
What are all those bits?
It's
Like fruit.
This is just because you saw them. It's
No,
just
because I tasted it, I was like, oh, something tastes weird.
It's probably apricots or
It's
something.
raining again. Wicked.
You're such a negative Nancy today, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. And I don't like that.
At all?
It tastes like soap. It tastes like soap.
Okay, not everyone in the world needs to hear you.
And you've eaten all of mine. I did like.
Yeah, okay, we're going. The review of the farm shop is that there's no farm shop.
No, there's a couple of sheds and there's a bakery.
It's really just a bakery.
Yeah.
And they're selling like a bit of veggies, like some.
A little bit.
They had rhubarb and they had asparagus, some onions, and then
Pickles and chutneys.
some oranges that I really don't think
Are locally
are
grown.
locally sourced. If anyone knows of any farm shops that are truly farm shops, that would be amazing, because there's a couple of farm shops near Christchurch, but when you go there and you look at the origins of the meat or the vegetables, it's usually from a different country, so it's still imported.
Well, it's not really the season to be growing anything yet, is it, here?
Yeah, but surely seasonally, what can we have at this time? That's what we should be able to get, or is that just a dreamland?
What can we get now?
Like salad leaves. Like we're growing salad leaves on our windowsill.
Yeah, we are. We don't need any then, do we? It's Sopley Farm, pick your own. So I think you just pick your own strawberries and stuff when strawberries are not little plants.
Yeah.
Asparagus.
So
Sopley asparagus.
so far today has been interesting. So we woke up really early thinking that we might get some wild garlic in the wild, and instead we went on a hill where we were surrounded by nettles and grass
In the rain.
in the rain.
It was
we
lovely.
we saw a little mouse, insert here,
Yeah.
and then we went home because we were starving.
After not going to a farm shop there because it was shut.
Let's be honest, our original intentions were not thrilling or exciting from the start. We wanted to go to a farm shop. I mean, it's exciting. It gives like 30s and 40s, which is what we are. So
Yeah. That haven't been out on a bender last night, so we're fresh as daisies.
yeah. So now that we have stocked up on some sugar, what are we doing? Are we picking up our
We've got to pick our shop up now from Sainsbury's.
Yeah. So it gets more exciting. Stay tuned.
We're not going to film that, are we?
Absolutely. People are here for the Sainsbury's shop. We could do a haul. We could tell you what we buy for the week. Are you interested? I bet some people would be interested. I watch people doing food shop hauls.
You watch all sorts of stuff that I don't understand. So we found another farm shop because I thought I saw a sign before, and obviously that is also closed today. But it's a salads farm shop. It might not just sell salads, it might sell other things. But we'll never know.
What do you want?
Just to update about the Sainsbury's.
Well, it's click and collect time.
Whoop whoop.
Just show our produce from today. Final stop.
The garden centre.
Yay! It's my favourite place.
Yeah, it is my favourite place too.
Let's hit it. I want everything. What are your thoughts then?
I think I'm having a sugar come down. Plants don't excite me quite as much as they do Marta.
They
I
really don't.
I like the barbecue stuff. I love the plants, and now we've got some organic seaweed so far, which is very exciting.
So pretty. Is that the movement you'd make?
Yeah. And I would clean it with my brush.
That's how much it costs, though. That's mad.
£300. Cheaper than a barbecue. Right,
Is there any,
job done.
anything you'd like to report?
We've got soil, potatoes and seaweed.
You forgot about my lovely flowers.
Oh, and your lovely flowers. I don't like it orange.
What do you mean?
I like white flowers.
Just
With a bit-
white?
No, with a bit of colour, but white and purple or
I'm so
something.
glad that the garden looks the way it does because of me.
yeah. That's why I'm not in charge of the garden, because I like it to look nice and neat. Are we going to do gardening when we get home now?
Yeah. So I believe these are ready to be moved. I'm gonna put some stuff in there, some like herbs, because this is cabbage, so it's gonna need space. So I'm gonna plant some of this, probably already in there, as well as some carrots. Do you think it's too soon for carrots? Should I go through like a medium stage?
I think we put them outside for a little bit and get them, like, I don't really know the technique. You do what you think is right.
And charred. I'm tempted to just put
when
it
it
in.
goes outside, that's when you risk death from bugs and stuff.
It's also the temperature.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's warm enough.
we don't want frost 3.
So I'm gonna check the weather.
That chive.
Yeah, so I'm gonna separate some of them. You can you?
Yeah.
It's really strong. That required a lot of strength.
Source to nurture the world, ready, sing a new tune. Weight of it all won't get me down. Fathers have started set free. Wind in my hair, sweet essence of
I don't know how deep this is supposed to be. I don't know if it is too deep.
Say in the book.
No, it doesn't.
Tell me, see
looks pretty similar.
Sourdough over there.
Legends before. 1, 2 ran with the wolves, broke free from all ropes. Pharaoh strayed, the one who can't be contained. Wild as a stallion set free. Wind in my hair, sweet essence of thee. Wild as a stallion set free. Wind in my hair, sweet essence of
That smells good. What are you cooking?
My dog's dinner. Well, actually, I've already cooked Roko's dinner, which is right there, cooling down. However, we do need to cook eggshells because we found out that there's a lot of calcium in eggshells, and dogs are deficient in calcium. So an easy way to do that is by putting them in the oven for like 10 minutes and then crush them and then put them in their dinner. And yes, we do cook their dinner from scratch, which is a huge privilege, and we do love him immensely. Therefore, we are willing to do that, and it is a pain, but we'll crack on and do it.
We're starving, but he's got his dinner, so he's alright. You can smell it. Buon appetito! Just out for my morning walk with Roko in the forest, and I am once again so grateful that I live by the forest. I love it, especially when it's not raining.
The fall is coming, I can feel it. The breeze brings goosebumps to my skin. Tonight the whiskey feels stronger. Gasoline on hidden desires.
Come on out there.
So I'll throw
Yay!
another
Sister, stick.
log on the
Go on then, let's go. Go on then.
Let it burn. Let it burn. Let it burn. Let it burn.
I'm not sure what's happened here, but something has not fared well. I've never come across animal bones before on any of my walks, and today I saw that bit of jaw and this Roko, this whole body. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not a body because I don't think that's enough bones. Still, mad, eh? Bit creepy. Hey, can you come on my lap? Oops. Good boy. Good. Oh, is that it? How sad. He used to sit on my lap quite a lot when I'd have my coffee, but I think that was just for warmth in the winter. That's been the best that I've had for a few weeks, unfortunately. Oh well. I know he loves me. He loves the stick more. Yeah. Let's go! This way! This way! Now I'm going to start preparing tonight's dinner, and it's 1 o'clock, so we're doing a slow cooked lamb joint tonight. So yeah, I'm going to start preparing this now and then do all the vegetables later. So let's go and get some ingredients from the garden. Turns out it was only rosemary that was in the garden that I needed, and I don't have blackcurrant jam that's on this recipe that I am going to use. That's fine, I don't think it's going to matter. We don't have lamb very much at all. One, because we don't really eat a lot of meat, red meat, and two, our dog does this weird thing. I don't know if your dog does it. Apparently it is actually a thing where he is terrified. He shakes and does this really weird thing. He doesn't like the smell of lamb being cooked, and apparently they can smell the pain or something. He literally goes into this horrible state. So obviously we do not have lamb because we want to avoid him in that state. But we were thinking, because this is going to go in the slow cooker, and the slow cooker is in there, it's got its own door and a window that can open, so it'll be nicely ventilated. We're hoping that he's not going to freak out. So I'm just going to make sure all the windows are open. Yeah, and hope Mr. Roko doesn't have a panic attack.
Ain't it funny? Thought I was lacking. Then I realized all is within. Are your thoughts friend or foe?
It says chopped veg, but I don't know how finely chopped, whether it's chunks or little chunks, so I'm going to do quite small chunks. Chopped chunks.
Into all that's good. Lucky I learned what lemons can do.
Already messed up in that I finally chopped the garlic where I wasn't meant to do that. You're meant to cut holes in it and shove it in there. So I'm going to do more garlic, and it's going to be well garlicky. I've had to start cooking a lot in the last year or so. A lot more than what I used to do. I still cooked, but because Marta's doing her masters this year, plus working 2 jobs, so she's working full time plus doing a masters, and I just have 1 full-time job plus YouTube, so I have loads of time to spare to cook all of our dinners. Anyway, so I'm doing my bit to help her out wherever possible, and that means to cook, unfortunately for her. Fortunately though, I have got a bit better. And I suppose it's like anything, the more you practice, the more you kind of work out what works and what doesn't work. and then sometimes it does just still go wrong, no matter what. So I think I've probably got about 5 or 6 different things that I've pretty much got nailed, and a roast is one of those. Normally though, I do a roast chicken, and that's pretty much the only roast meat that I know how to do. I've never cooked lamb before. A roast lamb. Actually, I don't know if I've cooked lamb chops before. I don't know if that counts. So we're going to give this a little go today to try something a bit different, because eating the same thing all the time can get a little bit boring. So we're experimenting today, and hopefully we'll end up with something edible. Oh, if I can get this freaking garlic in these holes. There we go. Shove it in. There we go. Not at regular intervals, but that'll do. I love pepper. And I love salt too. I'm editing it out, but I've washed my hands about 50 times already, because, you know, sensory stuff. Next up, I'm going to make some shortbread, because why not? Shortbread is lush. Marta loves shortbread. I love shortbread. I really don't like making it actually, but I do make it really well, which is really unfortunate. If it was horrible, then I wouldn't get asked to make it all the time, but they're really good. And the secret, oh actually, the butter's in my pocket because it's quite cold, is this butter. West Country butter with salt crystals from Lidl. The salt crystals, they're what make it. When you get a little, oh, so good. That is the game changer. So I've got my butter in my pocket, icing sugar, vanilla extract and plain flour. And then I put them in the freezer for a little bit, because otherwise they just melt in the oven, and they do tend to do that anyway still, even though I put them in the freezer, but not as bad. We try our best to eat clean and eat well, but now and again you just crave a sweet treat, and we love sweet treats. I in particular love sweet treats, but making them yourselves, you're missing out all the preservative stuff. So in my eyes, they're way better for you than buying them from the shop. I mean, you've got to go through the effort of making it as well. And then because I make a small batch and then put some in the freezer, so we don't have loads available. So you just want to have one. Whereas if I buy a packet from the shop that costs £1, I'm having the whole packet. So this helps me just have one, maybe 2 at a time. So 2 to 6 grams of butter. Basically, a whole stick of butter goes in here. And I chop them up into kind of smaller bits. That is all that's left. One cup of icing sugar. Start it off slow, otherwise you'll end up wearing it. Pretty annoying, it all just gets stuck around the edge of the bowl. So you've got to keep scraping it off. And I've decided to use the smallest spatula that we've got. Silly me. 2 cups of flour. but I add 1 cup at a time. Again, start slow. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Nice thick ones. There's no point having these tiny little ones if you're gonna have one. Have a proper one. So I'm gonna bake 12, and then I've got 8 to go in the freezer for a rainy day, already made. Yes. But the whole lot are going in the freezer now, so I can bake them without them melting. The key with potatoes is to do them early. So I'm not planning on eating for another 2 hours, but you've got to boil them with the water cold, and then they've got to be cold after boiling them a little bit before you put them in the oven in the oil. That is the trick for crispy roast potatoes. Next up is broccoli cheese, because I'm not a mad fan of cauliflower. So we do broccoli cheese, steamed broccoli, and now I need to make the white sauce for that. Next up, bread making. More herbs from the garden, some thyme, sage and rosemary for the roast potatoes. I like to take all the stalks out and then just finely chop, because then they just coat the potatoes nicely rather than these tough bits. Don't want the tough bits. There's always one person that uses all of the pots and pans, and then there's one person that manages to use one thing to cook everything in. Can you guess which one I am? You hiding? We won't have it again. I'm sorry. You've had some. How was yours?
Delicious.
Yes. Very tender. Yay.